Lesson 7: Criminology and Criminal Justice. What is criminal justice system? Criminal justice system refers to the agency responsible for enforcing criminal law, including police, prosecutor courts, and correction. It is the system of law enforcement that is directly involved in apprehending, prosecuting, defending, sentencing, and punishing those who are suspected or convicted of criminal offenses. It is the system of practices and institution of government directed at upholding social control, deterring and mitigating crime, or sanctioning those who violated law with criminal. Law enforcement. Police patrol communities to help prevent crimes, to investigate incidents of crime, and to arrest people suspected of committing crimes. Court system. The court system consists of attorney, judge, and juries as well as ancillary staff. Correction system. The correction system incorporates all forms of sentencing and punishing. It includes incarceration and probation.
Kind of legal system. Common law. The system often associated with the countries like the United States and United Kingdom relies on precedent and judicial decision to interpret and apply the law. Second, civil law. Common in many European and Latin American countries, civil law is a system are based on codified law and statutes with less reliance on precedent. Third, Islamic law. Used in many predominantly Muslim countries, Sharia law is derived from the Quran and Hadith, serve as a primary source of legislation. Fourth, customary law. This system is based on local custom and traditional, is often found in tribal or indigenous community. Fifth, hybrid system. Some countries such as India have a hybrid legal system that incorporate elements of both common and civil law. 6. Religious system. In some nation, religious is such as a Jewish halakha recognized alongside or in conjunction with the secular legal system. And the last one, socialist law. Socialist law is a former socialist law country like the former Soviet Union used in a legal system based on socialist principles and state control. These legal systems are vary significantly their principal source of law, method interpretation.
What is due process? Part of the criminal justice in the due process refers to the ideas that laws and legal proceedings must be appear a principle that the government must respect all person legal rights instead of just some or most those legal rights when the government disapproves a person of life, liberty, and property. True branches of due process. 1. Substantive due process refers to the intrinsic validity of the law. Number 2. Procedural due process. It is based on the principle that a court of law renders judgment only after trial and based on the evidence presented therein. 901.
Law enforcement officers undergo training to uphold legal standards and protect citizens while respecting their rights. The goal is to create a stable and secure government while upholding justice and the rule of law. The prosecution presents evidence and arguments to support their case against the defendant, aiming to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. They may call witnesses, introduce documents, and provide legal analysis to convince the court of the defendant's guilt.
The judiciary. The judiciary is the final arbiter of controversies of competing claims and interests, including the determination of the guilt of innocence of a person charged with the commission of a crime. The judiciary in the country is composed of one Supreme Court, which is at the type of the judicial hierarchy, and the other courts created by law. The other courts created by law are, among others, the Court of Appeals and the constitutionally mandated Sandigan Bayan, which are collegiate courts and exercise appellate metropolitan trial courts, and family courts in appropriate cases. The Sandigan Bayan and family courts are specialized courts that deal with offense involving government officials and those involving the family and minors. Respectively, these courts, due to their specialization, expedite the proceedings before them because of the knowledge that the judge have acquired in the course of their service, and at the same time serving the interest of a person for which those courts were designed the, to protect. This is without prejudice, however, to the constitutionally protected rights of ang accused. Judiciary ay hudikatura sa ngayon ng pamahalaan na nagsusuri at nagbibigay liwanag sa mga batas sa ating bansa. Ang katungkulan nitong desisyonan ang mga pagtatalo hinggil sa mga karapatang ipinagkakaloob ng batas sa bawat mamamayan. Ito is the correctional institution. It refers to an agency that is involved in the execution of punishment of convicts. Correctional institutions in the country are the Bureau of Jail Management in the Penology under the DILG Bureau of Correction under the Department of Justice, and correctional institutions for youth offenders under the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Ang correctional institution ay isang lugar kung saan iniingatan ng mga tao kapag sila ay naaresto at pinarurusahan dahil sa ginawa nilang krimen. 3 is community. The community refers to the various institutions of the community such as family, church, and religious organizations, educational institutions, private organizations, and the like. These institutions in the community plays a very important role in the criminal justice system. It is from the ranks that the offender come, and it is with them that they will end up. The involvement of these organizations in the programs and projects of the government, even those that are not necessarily connected with the administration of justice, contribute to the learning of crimes. As their efforts are diverted to more productive matters, they can also contribute immensely in solving crimes by assisting in police investigation, giving testimonies, providing leads for the arrest of criminals. Ang community o komunidad ay tumutukoy sa iba't ibang institusyon sa komunidad tulad ng pamilya, simbahan, relihiyon, or organization. Ang mga institusyon na ito sa komunidad ay may napakahalagang papel sa sistema ng hustisya kriminal.